If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Well, all right, my friends. We have a guitar body and we have a guitar neck. Just like peanut butter and chocolate. Two great things that go great together, Jack. Well, let's throw this thing together and see what happens. Come along the ride with me, man. Should be fun. Well, I hope your day is going fabulously well. My day is going all right. So, I need to normal all this up. I do want to take off this soldering wire, what used to be a soldering wire. Oh, there's Dutchie in the doorbell. Perfect timing, bro. But because I need to test the string tension, I'm just going to throw this bad boy in here as is, man. I'm just going to throw it in as is. So I need a couple of screws. Man, I pray that whatever you're doing today, man, wherever you find yourself, whatever you are into, Jack, that it's a great day for you, man. That you're having a great day. That you are doing stuff that you dig. And digging what you do, Jack. And that's what I say. So, yeah. Because we had made significant repairs to particularly the area of this guitar body where the bridge is going to live, I want to put it under string tension. My friend, my customer as it were, wants to know if it'll hold up under string tension before they buy more parts, which I can appreciate for sure. So, in order to do that, I am needing to normal this bad boy up. Now, the one thing that I do not have that would be super helpful if I had it would be a trim cover. But I don't have a trim cover. The guitar didn't have a trim cover. So, and I don't like that at all. Dang. I mean, I don't like how this is not sitting in here. Is there an easier way to do this? Probably. Do I know what it is? No. In theory, the spring tension will hold this in place, but I don't have spring tension because I got no springs on it. So, I guess what we'll try to do is hold it with one hand and chew gum with the other, Jack. See if we can't get this bad boy under some kind of tension. I am aware. See how we're doing. Okay. So far, so good. I should probably look at the video archive of this project and see how far up this claw was. But I am just going to get it far enough where it is holding things like that. And the bridge appears to be stable. Got that going for us. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. I should have attached the body first to the neck. I did not. So, That ain't cool. But it is what it is, I guess. Well, there's two schools of thought on this deal. One school of thought is I could drop this nail in there, but I don't know if that's going to be exactly centered. So I'm going to opt to put a screw. I just want to drill mark hole. I'm not going to attempt to go right into wood here. I really just want to mark it, and I hope that that will do it. So now I have pilot hole marks where I can get the old drill out, drill these holes. Okay, so the second depth that I need is how much of this screw does this neck need to accommodate. So I'm going to screw this all the way in to where it's flush-ish. It's not an exact measurement. No, it's not an exact measurement. Thank you for playing the home game. Now I'm going to get an apparatus to measure that, and then I will set my drill bit depth to be just shy of the height of what I need. That will tell me how far I need to drill this pilot hole on the neck. Okay, I have measured from the bottom of the neck pocket to the tip of that screw, and I have determined that I need a pilot hole for those 4 screws on the heel of that guitar neck, 11.5 to 12 mil. And I have determined by looking at the screw and my drill bits that I need a drill bit where I can see the grooves of the screw just sticking out just a tad bit on either side. So I will get the guitar neck, I will start small, I will work my way up to this bad boy, and then we'll go from there. That's what I'm thinking, Jack. And we're back. So it occurs to me that a wise man, bonus, go tee shot, that a wise man would have charged his battery on his drill before starting such a project as this. I did not. So, does my battery have what it takes? I do not know, my friends. I do not know. Alright, I'm going to start with my smallest. Started in reverse just a couple times. Remember when I said a smart man would have charged his drill? Yeah. Well, a smart man would have charged his drill. But I did not, did I? So, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do, guys? I'm going to charge my drill battery. And I'm going to enlist the help of a little friend. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Okay, well. I believe that we have good pilot holes. Now, I'm just going to run my file over this, get rid of those little hanging chads, as it were. Who's chatting? Why are you hanging? Come on, man. That ain't even funny. Pilot holes. Life is good. I guess. Stand by. We'll find out. Okay, guys. I'm going to put just a little bit of wax on the tips of these screws. Not gobs and gobs, just a little bit. Hey man, put it in the comments. I know some of you do this. I've seen you do it on your channels, man. I think it helps, particularly going into new wood. Just my random take on things. And it smells good too. I'll tell you why in a minute. You hang on the channel, you already know. Hey, by the way, man, it's your first time on the channel. Welcome. Come back and hang out with us anytime, man. Love to have you on the journey with us. A little bit of wax on here. There you go. Yep. See, that's Ted's problem. I just get a little too carried away with the product sometimes. Got 4 wax screws and they smell nice. And the reason they smell nice is because the wax is beard balm. Don't tell anybody he does that kind of stuff. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Put it in the comments, guys. All the reasons why I shouldn't be using beard balm. Here's the way I see it. Wax is wax, man. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's sew this neck on. If you like this kind of content, why don't you like the video? Consider subscribing to the channel. Come back anytime and hang out with us at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. And now, let's get back to it. Well, folks, I'm really sorry. I realized that in the last segment of the vid, I did not have my lapel mic on. So I apologize if you had trouble hearing any of the action, man. Well, you know, hey. The springs are sprung, that's for sure. So, I'm going to kind of sort of hold this in place like thusly. I'm going to start at the bottom. Just what I'm going to do. Alright guys, we've got a guitar neck on a guitar body. I'm going to take that as a win. Going to take that as a win. I do believe I'm going to tighten these screws up. I do believe I am. Because I don't believe they are all super tight. There we go. I feel good about that. We got us a guitar neck on a guitar body, Jack. Alright. Well, I need to throw these tuners on here. I don't know, you guys probably don't need to watch all this, do you? You saw me install the tuners the first time before it was painted. You probably don't need to see me do it again. Well, if you're playing the home game, I de-installed the bridge because I could not figure out how to get the strings through the hole. So, since then, I have determined that what you have to do in this particular collar is you have to loosey-goosey these turny things. That's a technical term, turny things. I don't know what they're called. I just know they have to be all the way loose for this string to find out where it needs to live. And when I mean all the way loose, I mean all the way loose, Jack. This one's still giving me fits. So in theory, you pull that through and then you tighten it down. Everything in life is a learning adventure, isn't it? So my friend had a few packs of assorted strings in his gig bag. Ernie Balls. I had some D'Addario laying around, 9s, that I had everything but the high E string. And fortunately, in his little collection of assorted strings, there just happened to be a number 9. So we're going to do that. These are really test strings because, like I said, I'm going to have to check the string tension. Will this body and neck hold up under string tension? That's the big idea, the big question right now. And if so, then and only then is my friend's wife going to order electronics. The pickup that was in the guitar is shot. I can't get it to make a sound. Doesn't appear to have magnets in it. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway. Yep, it is what it is. Alright. Well, we got strings. I have not yet put the nut on by way of this. So, because I wanted to get the strings on it, slide the nut under without it being affixed, because I may have to shim it. I don't know yet. This is still kind of suspect in my mind. That's the update. Well, if you're playing the home game, and I believe that you are, my alignment is not stellar here with the strings on the neck. However, in this particular guitar, I can move these saddles over, which I am going to be attempting to do using a Allen key that was not in the bag, but I did figure out that I would need one, and as fate would have it, I just happen to have one in my toolkit. So let's do that, shall we? You'll love it. It'll be great. Let's do it. Okay. Found the appropriate Allen key and I've loosened those up, which should make these movable to some extent. See the movement? Now, will I have enough to move it? Well, that's already much better. Let me see if I can move this bass one over. That'd be fantastic if I could. Yeah, I need to loosen all of them up if I'm going to do that. Don't ask me how I know this, but what you don't want to do is loosen that so much that it comes off. Okay, you see that? So I can now move this. I can now move all of them. Of course, the treble E is the one that's giving me a hard time. So, I'll just loosen this up a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Guys, this has got to be the craziest design I've ever seen. I mean, whoever came up with this, man, did not have the end user in mind. That's the way I would say it. So I think if I can lock the bass and the treble up, that would really be fantastic. I mean, talk about a horrible design flaw, man. I mean, dang. I can live with that. I can live with that all day long. So let me normal these up. Okay, guys. Whoever had this time as the time that Ted's microphone would stop working, you just won the poll, baby. Baby? Who's he called? Baby. Anyway, guys, so it is time to shim this neck for the nut. Talked about this in the review of this neck and previous videos about this neck. I'm not going to get into all that right now, except to say, my friends, that we need a little bit more of a ledge than what we have right now. So if I look at the original Nitro neck, so if I measure this, guys, all right, so what I'm doing is I'm measuring the headstock to the top of this ledge. So I'm getting right now on the farthest part of this over a mil, almost about 1.5 mils. On this side, a little bit under 1 mil. Okay? Those aren't exact measurements. No, they're not. This is Ted Talks Guitars and Life. You didn't expect exact measurements, did you? Don't listen, Mike. It's going to get ugly now. All right. If I look at this side on the treble, I don't even have anywhere near 1 mil. Okay. So what that tells me is I've got to shim this right here, this flat surface, and I need more on the treble side than I do the bass side because the treble strings are thinner. So what I'm going to do is find an apparatus or two to shim this neck, thinking maybe a business card or two, thinking maybe a post-it note folded over several times, If I had an old credit card or some kind of card like that, laminated card, I would use that. So I will see what I've got laying around the shop. It's just my study. And I'll get back to you after we shim this nut. Stand by. Oh, and did anybody notice that I wound these strings this way and those that way? That's because when I had them all wound this way, these were like all over here. And then I realized, well, if I put the nut and the lock on that, it kind of moves it on over. You live and learn, man. You live and learn, Jack. Well, sometimes. Well, my friends, there she is, assembled. So a couple of things. One, I still need to get electronics. My friend / customer ordered those today. I should have them in a couple of days. And I did shim the nut. I've still got some tweaking to do on the setup and all that, but I figure I'll deal with electronics first. But yeah, man, she's coming along quite nicely, I think. What do you guys think, man? How does she look to you? Again, we went from a completely unplayable guitar to this bad boy right here. So maybe, just maybe, we're on the way, my friends, to a completed project. Guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.